We'll start this video just by saying we were heading up the West Madison River looking for a dispersed camping site. We looked down into the trees and found one. There was a muddy road going down there. We thought, this is where we want to be. Kids loved it. There was a great place to fish. We set up camp. It was almost dark. We had had a pretty long day. Been raining most of the day. Got enough wood together and stuff that we were able to get a fire going. Had a great dinner, had beef stroganoff and a bunch of other stuff, and got to play around. And the kids were excited to have a fire, dry the shoes out, all of that sort of thing after being in the rain. So ended up being a perfectly quiet place to camp. Nobody came to bother us. There was nothing there. It is grizzly country, so you had to watch your food and stuff. But this was the most fierce animal we found right here. Fire, Uncle left some fire sticks, and so we had some colored fire for him.
Right there, and some blue fire is getting to it. A stick that had blue fire on it has gotten down to it. Let's keep the blue fire going. Yeah. Now the back of it has colored fire on it.
I can do it better.
And that was wood, squishy wood.
Chemicals still wet. Do you want me to do it, or do you want me to cut it off? Papa?
No, we're going to spend 1 week with them hunting and a couple other days. But we already saw them once this summer. So.
The night was really quiet. Saw some mice running around in the lights and stuff, but that was it. No animals came through, nothing. And when we woke up in the morning, it was still just as silent.
Go.
And then the kids woke up. And got rocks thrown. Catherine got out and took a bunch of her flower pictures. She loves to get pictures of all the different types of flowers. It's a really fun pastime for her to see how many different flowers she can find in each place we're at. So you'll notice there's lots of them. And kids picked berries. The boys and I, we got our poles out and we did some fishing. Had a couple of bites, but nobody landed anything. Nothing was biting real aggressive. Water was a little dirty. We were using bobbers, basically with a leader tied on them with a fly on the end, and throwing it out and letting it float through the streams. The kids were just as interested in throwing rocks and sticks, though, so that might have had something to do with it. Then we had to pack up, have a breakfast, and we decided it was time to head out of there, although the rain had made our little area down here a little bit muddy. There was a big rock in the mud puddle. I was trying to get Caitlin to miss it, but we were miscommunicating, and sure enough, she ends up hitting her receiver hitch on the big rock that was in the middle.
Just straighten them out. Come this way. Yeah, come this way. Don't back up very far. There you go.
At the end of this next little video clip, you really get an idea when people say, oh, the pictures don't show you how steep something is, or, it was a lot steeper than it looks. You kind of catch at the end of this, there was a hill climbing out of here that we had came down, and it was pretty slick coming down. We were hoping that it had dried out overnight a little bit, and it had. It wasn't any problem coming out, but I told her to put her in four-wheel drive because we might need it. You'll see right at the end of the clip, though, that the hill is pretty steep. We took off for Wade and Cliff Lakes, a couple of spring-fed lakes that are in this part of the state. But we got to our first road, and it said it was closed, which meant almost a 40-minute workaround to get around to the other side up this road, where we'd finally come into the lakes.
This is kind of cool. You're always wondering where the prairies end and where the mountains begin. This road demonstrates it really, really, really well. Been traveling along it for several miles. You can see the prairie just comes down and ends. On the left side, you have all prairie and sagebrush. And on the right side, you have all green and mountains for miles and miles. It's the dividing line.
This is dropping down to Wade Lake once we finally got back there, but it's normally best to be seen on a sunny day when it's calm. You see all the different colors of the depths of the water because it's dark blue, it's light green, it's all of these different colors. We finally did pick up some of the colors with cameras, but we had to be patient because when we got there it was pretty ripply and it was raining, so you don't get the best pictures of water in that. Catherine, deciding to be a little artsy here, she decided she'd take some pictures of some video of the water and just get the sounds.
Wow.
Cliff Lake was just a short drive away. I think maybe it's a mile or so. So after lunch, we left this lake, drove over to the Cliff Lake. Again, Catherine got a bunch of pictures of flowers, and so we had a lot of fun. Came down into Cliff Lake, and it kind of cleared up enough. It didn't get sunny, but it gave us a chance for Caitlin and her kids to do some swimming and have some fun. And after, I suppose, about an hour of that, you'll see it got rough again, and we had to pack up and take off.